Sex Talk. Today we're going to be talking about why do men patronize sex workers. This is IJEOMA, the big cat Richards with
STELLAMARIS NNAJi, the heart beats.
And we've got with us barrister Agnes. Okay, Agnes is a friend of the house and we like conscripting her into coming to discuss our topics with us. Welcome, Agnes.
Thank you.
Good to have you again in the house.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about
sex.
Let's talk about
Sex.
So why do men patronize prostitutes?
Researchers has it that 85% of men patronize prostitutes.
85?
85, very high, IJEOMA.
Are you serious?
I can't believe that. 85% of men patronize prostitutes because they are not happy in their relationship. So they seek out all these ladies.
No, but some of them are saying that they're happy in their relationships. They're just not satisfied with the sex.
85% says they are seeking happiness outside. That means it's just 25 that is happy in their relationship.
But they're not saying that. Some are not saying they're not happy. Some are saying they're happy with the relationships, but they're not happy with the sex. So it's the sex that's the
problem. It's the sex that is the attraction outside.
And some of them actually have no reason. They just like the control they have. You know, when you pay for sex, you can do or say anything.
They're in charge. They're paying for it, so they can do. You know, there's restriction when it comes to the house. Maybe the woman doesn't like some funny things, and when they go out, they say, "Come, how much?" When you go to all these ladies, you tell them how you want it. They have different packages. You want full night, you are in charge. You take all the styles, do whatever you want with her because you are paying for it. But they have 1 hour, 30 minutes. It depends on what you want. And those ones, and those ladies, they don't allow you to do some package. You can't kiss.
Oh, there are packages where there's a kiss,
where there's for kissing. There's packaging for touching the boobs.
But isn't this the reason why you go to a sex worker? Because you don't want inhibitions, or you just want to do things that you can't do with supposedly normal people who might be boring? Isn't that why people go to sex workers?
No, it might not be. Some just to kill urge. Like there was a topic we had sometime when we were talking about some women deriving their partners of sex.
Depriving them of sex.
Depriving them of sex. So it could be for that reason. They want to kill the urge. They want to kill Konji. They want to so many.
Who is Konji? So, Barrister Agnes, what do you think about men paying for sex? So, you know,
there's maybe a reason why they do that.
Why would a person who has a perfectly working vagina at home go and pay for another one? Yeah.
This topic is a nice one because we have a lot of men doing that, patronizing prostitutes out there. Some of them are married men or those who have steady relationship, but they still derive pleasure in going to satisfy a prostitute or commercial sex worker or a shower or what they call them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So many of them, they do it not because they don't have a good wife at home. Maybe some of them want adventures. I know some of them want to explore. They want to check out what is
what's like out there.
You know, most of them, they will tell you, I've been eating one particular soup. You know, I want to change. At times I hear men say that. I say, are you crazy? It's the same thing. You're more safer at home. But they say no. They want it because men their wife will give them restriction. No, don't do it like this. Don't go this way. Why are you doing this? Are you sure you're still a born again? Some of them will come. Yes.
Wait, does the person say to his wife, her husband, are you sure you're still while they're having sex?
Sorry?
Does a woman or man say to his partner, are you sure you're still born again while they're having sex?
Yes, because of the way the man will be craving for it. he needs it all the time. The wife will like, the way you're doing is like you are no longer, yes.
But
to avoid that trouble of the woman, see finish.
Yeah.
Like you have not.
So you just do it at home. You do it once a month.
But you'll be getting it outside, satisfying himself outside. When he gets home, whether the woman gives him or not, he's okay. So that will make you. So that's why I tell some women, please don't encourage your husband to go out.
So there are actually men who are shy, who cannot. They see a woman they like, or they would want to. They're unable to walk up to her, and when they see a woman, they have anxiety. Their palms are sweating. They're unable to talk. You have those ones, and then there are the ones that say that sex with maybe like what you're saying, but a more advanced form of saying that you want to have sex with your wife or partner or girlfriend, and they just want it in one particular way. But that when you go to a sex worker, and then with the sex worker, it seems you don't have to be nice, you don't have to be pleasant.
Okay.
You can just tell her, my friend, turn back, do this, do that, because you're paying
for it. Yes.
And then she is not feeling like, she's like, whatever, hurry up and get out of here as well. So it's business for everybody. So the men approach it as, this is business for me, and then the man gets what he wants. But for the relationships they have to be nice, probably take her to the cinema, drive her to wherever to the market and wait in the car. But with the prostitute, you just pay that money and you do it. So some people are shy. They're unable to approach women and say, oh, I like you, can we do this and that? And then, although that is mostly foreign people, have said that they've spent time, maybe they have sick relative and they're looking after maybe a mother that was ill for long. They didn't have time to make friends, to cultivate relationships. And then there are people who have very high sex drive that their wives cannot satisfy.
Them, yes.
So they sneak out to go and satisfy themselves. They like their marriage, but they want more sex than they're getting.
Some people, it's adventure for them.
Some people like the fact that you can just meet a stranger and just be having sex without all of that.
Loneliness.
Yeah, loneliness as well. So there's a lot of reasons why men pay for sex. So my question is, why would somebody who has all the sex he wants at home now go to pay for sex again?
Like I said, adventure.
It's adventure. Some
He
fantasy.
wants to explore. He wants
to
experiment.
Test the one that is out there.
He wants to do something. Maybe he has had friends talk about some styles. And he's not comfortable with what his wife is. He wants to go and try it out.
Some of them too don't want anybody to see them with a particular woman. Like they want to show, like I have a girlfriend.
They are okay.
They have a girlfriend outside my marriage, but they want to still get that satisfaction. The best thing is to pay for so that when
they don't want to be identified with any particular one. They don't want commitment from another woman.
That is what when you don't want somebody to know you have a girlfriend, or you don't want to be spending a woman to hold it on you. So you better, if it's 1,000, 10,000 you want to spend for that, you pay off, you do all manner of things you want to do with the lady.
And you come back
she gives you some of them, they teach them. Most men, they don't know anything after sex. Is when they get to those prostitutes that they will teach them styles that they will come. I know of a lady who tell me that the husband, every time he has new, he thought his husband used to watch this porno. He didn't know that the man is.
So these men that, but it's not only men that pay for sex though. We keep making it look like it's just men that go to pay for sex. Don't women pay for sex?
No, women do. Women do. A lot of women pay for sex. It's not that they do it codedly. They don't come out to say, oh, we do, like these prostitutes. IJEOMA, I've not even told you. Do you know this? There's an association of prostitution.
Men are
registered.
I know them, but they're female. But they're female. I'm talking about the male.
No, I just decided to chip this in. They are registered.
But they should be registered because you see, in a lot of countries, prostitution is a legal business, and they pay taxes. So the normal. But here, because it's not legal, you can't charge them for taxes, and it endangers them as well, because we've had issues where they complain that the police take advantage of them, and people take advantage, the police raid them and sleep with them without. So if they are a registered business,
it won't be like that.
At least they'll have better protection. Probably they can get lawyers or stuff like that. So we need to have them protected by law if they're registered.
Right.
But they're male prostitutes, and these days
coming back to male prostitutes. That's why we have some guys that gigolo. You have some women that maybe they are widows. They have money. They just get a guy, pay him, have sex with Gango. They don't.
Even those that are not young ladies, even those that
have money,
because they have money, they can get a young boy, keep it to themselves, and be paying the guy just to satisfy
them. Yeah.
But didn't we just hear from somebody as a man before we started shoots that men would have the sex with you for free? Why pay them? That once you rub once you rub his head, he's ready to have it for free. Why do you pay him? That he's going to do it for free.
Because women, at times, these rich women, they don't want anything.
Complications. Yes.
They prefer paying you. So you don't say you're
so
taking
you
advantage
go,
of
yeah.
them. So you understand. Mm-hmm. So my question is, these men, do they fall in love with the sex workers?
We've had people marry sex workers.
They fall in love with them.
You have had
they end up like I have one I knew way back. Yes, that was around. That was in 2005, 2006. There was this hotel close to where I had a shop then. So the prostitutes they pay for a particular room. They stay there.
They stay.
So this guy goes to patronize them. Along the line, the lady got pregnant.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yes.
But
how does he know?
And that's why most of them, if you pay them, they have a rule, but they'll tell you if you
they have their own.
Okay, if you want to have sex without
condom, that you pay so amount. Oh. So I think that was what happened in that guy's case or something. Oh. So and maybe he was drunk too. Oh. So along the line, the lady took in and told the man that I'm pregnant for you. It was a very big problem then, but
it would be now because how is he sure that?
So the guy was like, "How are you sure that?" I said, "No, I don't sleep with men without condom."
Okay.
But even that they fought and even got to my shop. It was a very big scene that day. I can't remember what happened that very day. I was even telling the guy, "Come inside my shop, come and stay there." The crowd is so much, you understand? Wow. So eventually the girl said she's not going to abort because she told herself she will not abort any pregnancy if she carries anyone mistakenly. So the guy was like, "No, I'm not the one. You sleep, you are the harlot, you are this, you are that." At the end, she get, and babies that comes
like that.
This lady gave birth to that child. It was a boy. It's a boy, and oh my goodness!
Wow.
The guy had no option than to marry her. They are living happily.
And he married
up to tomorrow. They are living together.
Wow, that's a nice one.
That's awesome.
They are living together. Yes, I know. I used to see him around.
Nice. You see, at times, it's not that they want. They just find themselves in that situation. It's not that. The prostitutes. It's not that they planned for it. It's a situation of things and poverty.
Well, we were talking about this earlier when I said that it's not all of them that are there because they like to have sex. There's some that are there because of.
But some of them, I think some of them derive joy in it.
But there are those, but I think that a lot of prostitutes actually do it for economic purposes. Although if you now go to countries, in Amsterdam, they're legal. In the Netherlands, they're legal. They're legal business, and people do it as a business. So, in a place like that, you would also probably ask, okay, if it is legal here, and these people, is it poverty as well? We don't know. I don't know if their economic situation personally is so bad, or this is just what they do. But because it's legal, these people, I'm sure, will have health insurance. They will be more careful with their health. They will have more respect in the way that the customers deal with them, as opposed to here where it's hush hush, but they have all the customers they need.
It's hush hush. That's what they call quickie.
Really? Oh my God! Are you serious? Oh really? Imagine. So you see here, everybody's pretending to be holy and religious. Yet the sex workers' businesses are booming.
Yes.
So who's patronizing them if all of us are religious? Who are they in business for? They're making a lot. Well, I don't know if they're making a lot of money, but they sure have a lot of customers.
Of course, they do. When you see them, they look good. They buy a lot of things. Some of them build houses
Yes.
in their village.
Yes.
But they
Those
make,
ones
they
that
make
are
real money.
focused.
Yes, they make real money.
Well, you have to.
But
Because
that's why I wonder
because they
why-
have a lot of rich men patronizing
Yeah.
them,
Why I
and
wonder
they pay
why
them
at
good
what
money.
point do they stop? What point do they tell themselves and say, I'm done with this, I'm okay, I've made money, let me start my own business. If truly you went into it because you are poor, because of poverty, you should be able to save at a point and say, okay, I want to stop this, I've saved, I want to start invest, do business.
Sometimes they took you.
They get carried away with the money they get.
Yes, and then if you don't have
so they
it,
don't want to stop.
And they end up
Except
badly.
maybe except maybe along the line they have some challenges, maybe ill health or something.
Ill health,
like
and
that.
they come out
If
of
not,
it.
if they are still because of the money they make, they'll continue doing it. They don't give up. They don't give up.
But another thing is, for you to change jobs, you have to have a skill. So if they don't have any skill and they don't develop any skills along the way,
because their work is in the night. So
is it in the night? Don't they work in the
It's not
daytime?
only in the night.
Well, I feel they work mostly in the night. So if you work mostly in the night, during the daytime, if you are focused and it's poverty and you want to come out of it, during the daytime, look for something to do. If it's tailoring, salon, and all that, you'll be doing it. 2 hours, 3 hours into it, night, go back to work. Then at a point, you start buying those equipment, buy a dryer, buy a machine.
Do you know that because of the kind of money they've made or they are making, they find they are so lazy to go and learn?
That's
because I remember vividly those days. Yes, I talk from experience what I experienced. I remember then I had a salon. I had a fashion house, understand? So I told one of them to come. When she comes to make her hair, she will see me doing and say, I'm also learning. I was in school then. Because I own a shop, I want to learn and know what they do there. Going on, yes. I said, why can't you come and learn? By the time you know, it will be a madam of your own. He said, this one, it will take time, Joe.
See?
It will take time.
Laziness.
Some of them are very lazy. So because of that one is a quick, you know what it means, just open leg, bam, they give you money.
It's
you
not
feel
just open leg, why will you say just open leg?
That open leg is hard work.
To them, no.
But it's not there yet.
It's not the kind of work when you want to now spend 1 year in learning a trade.
It's just that they are not focused, they're not interested.
They're not.
Even in real life where we have people that have other jobs, like we all have other jobs apart from other things we do.
Yes.
But you see, some of us, in spite of having that job, we've learned a lot of things. We've gone to school. We're learning how to be editors, be producers, be directors. But some of us are just comfortable being one thing. So in every field, you have people who are complacent, who are, okay, this is what I'm going to do. If the work doesn't come. So with the sex workers, I'm sure you have that kind of orientation where somebody is like, oh, I'm earning this amount every month. Why do I want to go and do something else? But then you have those who are like, I want to learn and do more. And do more.
Exactly.
So of course you find those who are comfortable just being in one place, not ready. Then those who invest in themselves, maybe when they get older, when they get tired of just being sex workers, they can move. There are those who really like it. You were saying the other time that some people are sex workers because they have they have high sex drive and they want to satisfy that aspect of their life, so they go into it as a profession. So maybe there are those who really like having sex, and for them, if they don't have another skill, they might as well just monetize their love for sex, if you ask me. But it's the men we're talking about. Why would somebody who has a perfectly working vagina at home be paying for sex?
It's not only people that have partners that patronize them.
True. Some people
even the married ones.
Not only.
Yeah, they're married.
That's what
So it could be that the person is shy.
You mentioned yes. They don't know how to approach.
They don't know how, like you said,
so the best thing is to go just
pay. And when I come to you, know why I'm here. I don't need to speak too much.
And a lot of men have said that it's not actually easy to approach a woman and say that the downside, the women can be very nasty to you. So to go to a woman and say, oh, that's...
Mostly those ugly men.
Some are not ugly, they're just shy. They're just shy. Some ugly people don't even know they're ugly. Ugliness is
that are ugly, but they have what?
They don't care. They don't care that they're ugly. I think it's the self-esteem of the person. If your self-esteem is low, or it's shyness we talk about. If you're not exposed to so you're not used to social
Or
gatherings.
maybe
You don't
another
go
thing is
out.
foundation. Maybe you were not taught sex education.
Most people are not taught sex
A lot of
education.
people, yes, a lot.
People
So
pick
those
up
are-
people pick
those
up
are-
sex practices.
Yeah, here in Nigeria, do they really?
Nobody teaches you anything.
You to abroad,
So
they can
it's
tell you
a
that.
problem for some men. You know, we women, we talk. Maybe you're in a boarding house or maybe you enter a salon, you just hear people talking about how they did something, how they had sex. We talk carelessly. But men.
No, men do these days.
Men talk.
Wow.
It depends on this.
Men talk, the way men discuss when they are seated in a bar. They talk. They talk.
No, what I think it's not that men don't talk. Men
can
talk.
share our experience.
Who says men don't share
do.
experience?
Men do.
They do.
They discuss.
But what we're saying is that
One thing you should know is that out
Who told
of
you
10
that?
men discussing about sex or what their experiences,
You see a few that are not talking. They're not
talk.
saying anything because they're shy.
They're shy.
They're shy.
They don't want to open up. They won't even tell you that they've done that before.
Yes.
And the thing is, men are more exposed to pornography.
Yes.
Women are not as exposed to pornography as men. And then men can also walk into brothels and have sex with women. Women don't have that option. So I still wonder, but then again, like we're saying, socialization is very important.
Socialization is important.
But in Africa, where social gatherings are forced upon you, whether you like it or not, your family is doing one thing, your friends are doing one thing. It's not like in most Western countries where you just go to work, and if you don't make an effort to socialize, there's not more. And some people have small families, but here everybody has family, or you have friends from here and there that will drag you to somewhere you find a woman. And then there are women who decide to chat up men. You like him and you tell him you like him. So if he's a shy person, he's very happy that a woman is talking to him.
These days we have a lot of sex sites.
Yeah, porn sites.
Porn sites, all those sites. So some men, that's why we have so many problems now.
Well, but men have. Well, how is it a problem? A lot of them end up so fixated on those pornography that they don't socialize with proper people.
Yes.
So when they now need to
problem.
socialize with proper people, they go to prostitutes because you don't need to have conversation.
You don't have to.
You just pay.
All you need is your money.
Yes. You just pay.
So it's a problem.
So is it so now it looks like why men patronize prostitutes is that if you want sex, you get sex. You don't get the headache of take me to dinner. You don't get the headache of I want to go to cinema. You don't get the headache of yesterday you didn't greet me properly.
Yes.
So it's just I want to have sex. How much is it? Here's the money. You have sex. And there's and it's possible that a man can go to a prostitute and not say a word and just have sex and go.
And walk away. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
What do they want to discuss? You want to ask her
It's
about
not,
her
your
family.
it's not your business partner.
No, if you want it that way. No, but if you want it that way, I'm saying that if you want that sex without that conversation, that's one of the things you can get from a prostitute. But if you want sex from your girlfriend or your wife, you have to come in, be nice, ask her how her day
You
was.
do a lot of things now.
You work at it. But if you just want, and there are a lot of people who are sociopaths, they're not good with people. All they want, and they have needs. And these needs have to be satisfied. So if all you need is, okay, I have food, I have a place to sleep, the other need I have is to satisfy my sexual urge. Okay, let me just go. Here's money. You just go, enter, give the money, she opens up. And I'm sure that there are many relationships where the men are going to have sex and they're not really having conversation.
Of course.
And some are doing it for companionship. I have lonely people who want someone to talk to.
Yes.
So, like you said, some people have had the same prostitute for years, the same person, because they're comfortable with this person.
Yes.
And maybe this person knows what they like. So every day they come in.
Each time they come, they'll look out for you.
Uh-huh.
You know, they don't mind to wait, even
They'll
when
wait.
you are with another
And that's why you
customer.
see some of them, they fight. They say
When you are with another customer, they wait for you to finish with that person.
Oh, so the fight can happen if the man is not able to wait that
and they
day
won't take.
and he goes with somebody else and there's a blowout.
Oh, you don't see where they fight? They fight. Yeah.
So men obviously go to prostitutes because prostitutes and sex workers do not give problems. They do not
safe.
want to be hugged. They do not want you to ask how their day was.
They don't want
They just want yes.
They don't want commitment.
They don't want commitment especially. They don't want to ask you what is the status of our relationship. they just want to.
I don't want to hear the word I am pregnant.
Yes. I am pregnant. So you just go, you pay, you do like going to buy bread off a shelf. Here you put the money, you take the bread, you go. You're not interested in the oven and the electricity or anything. You just want.
You don't know the name of your customer.
No, you don't. You could decide you don't want to know the name of your. So dear men, do we understand why you do that? No, but yes, I think we understand.
Of course.
Sex is a need, like food, that needs to be satisfied. So of course you do these things because you have a need that must be satisfied. So have you subscribed to our channel? Subscribe, comment, tell us what you think. If you have any other reason why you think people patronize prostitutes, please tell us. We want to know, because we don't know everything, do we?
No, we don't.
And thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex.